I reach out to other people. I've even gone as far as reviewing people's fights for like with Margit. Like I would go and look up the most recent uploads for someone defeating Margit. And of course, I wouldn't apply my difficulty standards because that wouldn't be fair. It's not like I go in there and say, "Oh, you use spirit summons, you suck." No, no, I didn't want to do that. I just want to apply how they utilized the tools that they were given. Let's just say they used the spirit summons and they just stood there and just let the spirit summons kill the boss. Now I would definitely have some criticisms about that, but let's just say they used the spirit summons in a well timed manner while they were also hitting the boss. Then I'll be like, okay, well you used the spirit summons very well right here, and I would, like I said, I would apply how well they utilize the tools into reviewing their fight. Now I know this one guy got really mad. You I reviewed his fight and I was like, "Hey man, yeah, you utilized your dodges pretty well. You got hit a few times. I'm afraid I'm gonna take off a few points." And he was like, "Well, this is my second attempt at it. I don't understand why you gotta criticize me like this." I'm like, "Hey, hold on a second. This is just for fun. I mean, I'm not attacking you. I'm just telling you how you could improve." And he was like, "Well, I don't see the point in that." I'm like, "Okay, well, hope you have a great day." Like he got really upset. I'm like, "Man, what is it? I'm just, if you do, I don't know."
Like, what do you mean I didn't perform 100%? You mean I could get better?
Yeah,
I
some
don't want
people
to
just
get
have no
better.
interest in getting better, and that kind of blows my
Mhm.
mind. I'm like, man, what? Why do you even play these games? I mean, the fun, the most entertaining aspect for me, I guess, is just getting better. Learning the bosses and not being overpowered, not killing them in like two shots. Going in there, understanding how they work, is one of the most satisfying experiences I've ever had in gaming. Like when I walked in with the Nameless King after I studied him for a while, and I was able to just stand there with him and dance, not even attack him, avoid all of his strikes, and just sometimes I think I spent like maybe 30 minutes just walking around with him, and it's incredible taming that lion metaphorically.
Yeah, definitely. I do like the challenges that you can impose on yourself when playing these games.
Mm-hmm.
Usually for like a second time. For me, like if I'm playing it for the first time, there are some constraints that I'll put on myself,
Mm-hmm.
but for the most part, I don't. I'm not gonna not play the game as I'm not gonna say as intended because like I like to experience as much as the game has to offer on my first couple of playthroughs, for example. Like that's why I don't have any rule on using, magic or certain overpowered weapons or spirit
Mm-hmm.
summons or anything. Like my first time through is to experience the game and everything that the developer put in it. So that's usually how I play the first time through. And then afterwards, once I realize, okay, well, this is overpowered, or this is a little too strong, or this makes things not so fun because it's too easy, then I'll start applying some modifiers and some limitations to make it a more interesting and a more fun run.
Oh yes, and I love how we're always coming back to Elden Ring. Seems like we always kind of just we're always talking about something totally different, and then eventually leads back to Elden Ring. It just shows just how impactful that game is in general.
It's well designed. It's a
Yeah.
very good game.